Today we're going to take a peek at perimeter. Perimeter is adding all sides. So the first place is if we just have a regular shape. So this one is going to be a square. How do I know that it is a square? Because there are all right angles. And then on top of that, this little dash shows me that every single side is the exact same. And I know that a square has 4 right angles and all 4 sides are exactly the same. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add up all the sides to give me the perimeter. And P equals, well, you know what? We could figure this out another way too, couldn't we? Couldn't we say 4 times 5? So that P equals 20 feet. Make sure that you include your measurement in there. The next one is going to be where we find the perimeter of a shape that looks like this. And I like to start off on this side right here, okay? If you've watched my other composite figure video, you're going to notice that I always start on the exact same side and I place a mark so that I remember to stop when I get there and don't keep going, okay? It just helps me to keep on track. Now with this, we're doing the perimeter of the outside. So once again, we're adding all the sides because the perimeter is just the outside. If I'm thinking about perimeter, I might be thinking about the fence that goes around my backyard, or I might be thinking about the walls that are on my bedroom. The perimeter is the outside, okay? So here we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 centimeters. Okay? I know that each one of these is 1 centimeter. All right, and so that one is a real easy one in my eyes because I just followed all the way around and I'm just counting these pieces right here. Each square. All right. Then we come down to the composite figure, and I do have a video just on composite figures. Sorry about that, we've got some mowing outside. But the composite figures, I'm going to start in almost the exact same place. I just placed my mark right there, and I'm going to follow it all the way around. The important thing to note about composite figures is that it is a couple of figures compiled or put together. Combine, composite. And so what I'm looking at here would be 2 rectangles. Okay? So I'm going to just follow my way right around again. 9 inches plus 8 inches plus 12 inches plus 5 inches. And then I come right here and I am unsure what this is. However, I know that if these 2 walls were combined, right here and here, it would equal 12 inches. It looks the exact same. Well, if I know that the total's 12 and I take away part, that sounds like subtraction to me, so 12 minus 9 would get me 3 inches. And then over here, we don't know this one either. You could put a little question mark or an X for a variable. What would that be? Well, once again, I know that from here to here would be 8, because I'm looking across. This would be 8 inches. So 8 minus 5 would give me 3 inches again. Then I'm going to add this together. Well, I'm going to be using some friendly numbers. I'm going to try to combine some of these in my head. But could you go through the traditional way and say 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 12 more? Of course, of course. So 9 and 8 would be 17 inches. Plus 3 and 3 is 6, plus 5 would be 11 inches, plus 12 inches. So I knocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers into 3. So that's a little bit easier for me. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do some traditional. Once again, could you do this in your head? Of course. But please remember that you do want to double check yourself multiple ways. You don't want to just say, oh, I did it once and I'm finished. See if you could do it a different way. See if it makes sense. If you can reason it out and kind of estimate it through, thinking, this is 10 plus 10 would be 20, and then these three over here would give me another 10, so that would be 30, plus this one 40. Okay, so if I estimated it out, that would be about 40 inches, and indeed I'm very close. Last but not least, we get to word problems. Jake has 12 feet of chicken wire. What possible rectangles could he make it from? Okay, or could he make with it? So he's thinking about putting out some chickens in his backyard, but he wants to know what that would look like. Would he have maybe something that looks like this? And it's 1 foot this way, 1 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot. 1 plus 1 is 2. 5 plus 5 is 10. That would be 12 feet. Or could he do something like this? Think about the multiple ways that he could make 12 feet. Show me one of those for a bonus point.